What's going on, everybody? This your boy Jocky Trucker here, man, and I'm just chilling inside my truck, and this is my sleeper berth. And I know it's been a while for me since I posted anything. I do apologize. I got a nappy hair. It's pretty cold outside, and right now I'm just, I'm taking my 34 reset, so that way, because I got a load that I got to pick up in the morning at 8 o'clock in Wilmington, Illinois. Right now I am in Joliet, Illinois, and I'm not that far from Wilmington. I'm probably like 20 minutes away. So I'm just here chilling in my truck. But yeah, go ahead, if you haven't done so, go ahead, smash that like button, comment, subscribe. Alright, and I'm gonna go ahead and get into this video about why I made a transition of going to JB Hunt dedicated. Alright, so for those of you who know, I started out with Cypress truck lines. I got my license through them. I did my training through them. I got my experience with them, and they're based out in Jacksonville, Florida. So I went with them. So that was my first sponsorship company that I went for. It made sense to me because I lived in Florida. So why not go with a sponsorship company that's based in Florida? It's a flatbed company, and yeah, that's where I got my license. So that's where I started my journey there. And I've been there for about, I think, 7-8 months. Yeah, 7-8 months. And I thought it was the right time for me to make that transition and move on with my career as a truck driver. That's one thing you want to do, is that you don't want to settle for less. You don't want to settle and be comfortable where you're at. You always want to strive for more. And I know for those of you, who's looking to be in the trucking business, do it. I would just do it. If you're thinking about getting your license, go ahead and do it. It's worth it. So worth it, man. Checks are good. I can tell you that. The checks are nice. So, but yeah, if you guys are looking to be a truck driver, what I can do is recommend you to go to Cypress, because that's what I went to. Go with Cypress truck lines. That's if you decide you want to do flatbed. That's a flatbed company. It's a family-owned company. They're small. So, but yeah, I chose that company because it's very convenient for me. So with Cypress, it's so how it works. The breakdown is that once you go with with Cypress, they have orientation every Monday. So you go to orientation on Monday, and then you go in a classroom setting for a whole full week. Now, if you don't have a license, I think it's best that you go. If you don't have money to get a license, if you don't have like $5,000, $6,000 laying around to get your license and your experience, I would suggest to go with a sponsorship company. It doesn't have to be Cypress, but that's if you don't have that much money. $5,000 laying around. But if you have $5,000 laying around, by all means, go ahead to a trucking school. Get your 4 weeks. I think it's about 4 or 5 weeks of getting your license, and then apply to a company that you want. That's all. But for me, I went with Cypress because I didn't have no $5,000-$6,000 laying around. So my best option was to go to a sponsorship school, which Cypress is. There's plenty of other sponsorship companies that are out there, like Swift, Prime, Knights Transportation, Stevens Transport, other companies, So you don't have to settle for, Cypress or any other company. You can choose those companies that just go with a company that sponsors, if you don't have the money, out of pocket money. So that's what I did. So it worked out pretty well with me. I got my experience at the same time. So, it killed two birds with one stone pretty much. So yeah, that's one of the things. If you decide that you want to be in the trucking business and you don't know where to start and you don't have $5,000 laying around, go with a sponsorship company. But for the most part, I want to say that the reason why I left Cypress again is because it was time for me to move on. It was time for me to move on to better things. And you're gonna find that you're gonna find things like that in once you start learning and getting familiarized with how you're gonna run and how you wanna say just run. Running meaning like driving, trucking. You're gonna find your likes and dislikes once you start being a truck driver. All right, so Cypress is not a bad company. It's not. It's a great starter company, and it was just great for me. It was great to start at. But I chose to go with JB Hunt because it's the number one logistics freight in North America. Why not? They got their own branded hats. They got everything is great. The healthcare benefits great. 401k, banging. You know what I'm saying? It's good. But right now I'm in the reefer division, cold storage. So if you don't know what cold storage is, it's pretty much hauling cold food, cold beverages, pretty much those things, just food and beverages, mainly food. What type of food? It can be like ice cream, frozen chicken, salad dressing, cold liquid products, milk, stuff like that, dairy, cheese. So it's a simple job. It really is. So yeah. So I'm with JB Hunt. I'm loving it. I haven't seen checks. I can tell you that. I'll do a whole nother video about that, about getting paid and getting the checks, how the checks look like when you come with JB Hunt if you decide to go to cold storage account, because it's good. The money's great. So that being said, so how my experience is with, so right now I have to say it's been about, we're in February right now. So I started, my first date with JB Hunt was January 4th. So it's almost 2 months now I've been with JB Hunt. All right, so it's great, man. I never called out. Matter of fact, I always wanted to stay out. My last, I just came back from my break for a week. Excuse me. I went out for a week because I was out for 3 weeks. Now I'm back on the road, and I'm gonna stay out for 4 weeks. Yeah, bag that money up. That's my thing, bag that money up. So I'm gonna stay out for 4 weeks, so I probably won't be back home till March 8th or 9th. That's around Tuesday or Wednesday. And I'm gonna stay home for a week. That's the great thing about it. When you're with a mega carrier like JB Hunt, they don't mind giving you the days off as long as you bust your butt. Bust your butt, you stay out, you do your job. They don't mind giving you those days off. I said, okay, cool. I don't mind going out for a month and come home for a week. That's great, because I don't like coming home every week. Because think about it, you be out for 1 week and then have 1 day off on a week. Come on, man. I need more days off than 1 day. So I said, you know what? Let me just be out longer so that way I can get longer days off. So that's what I'm doing. And so when you come to cold storage accounts, I'm not sure, but for the most part, your terminal is going to be in Wilmington, Illinois. And it's Right now it's snowing. It's cold. It's about 21 degrees. So I came at the winter time. Winter time, yeah. So, but if you guys decide to come to cold storage, you know, let's say if you come on board now, you know, it'll still be winter time, but it'll start to die down once it starts hitting spring break. And yeah. So pretty much how the time slots are, the timing, drive time, when you'll be operating as a driver when you come to cold storage. It's all type of times. It could be morning, nights, afternoons. This is where it comes to where you have to actually have good time management, because you got to know what time you have to shut down. You have to know what time you have to get up. You have to know what time you have to drive, you know, all that stuff. So if you come into a cold storage account and stuff like that, you got to know, you have to keep in mind, you have to have time management skills, good time management skills. But for the most part, it's very simple. It's very easy. I mean, it's easy, you know. So pretty much that's it. I mean, the only thing that I had to learn when I came into JB Hunt was that I had to learn how to drive with trailer tandems, slide my tandems, because I came from a flatbed company, so we ain't had to slide no tandems. We just it had no spread axles. It was spread axles, so we couldn't do no jackknife on a flatbed. We had to do like a 90-degree angle turn. So, but when you come to like when you get a trailer, not a flatbed trailer, but actual trailer, you can jackknife the crap out of that. Yeah, my trainer was amazed how I was able to back in so good. And that's one of the things too, when you're a flatbed and you transition to an actual trailer, to like a reefer, you know, your backing skills are much better, because you don't have to focus on driving 90 degrees to park into a parking slot. But I know for most of you guys, I don't know if you guys, but I'm talking for the truck drivers out there, you know, you probably started off as a flatbed and transitioned to, you know, a reefer, or, you know, came from a reefer and transitioned to a flatbed. Whatever the case may be, your driving skills are going to change, especially when you're coming from a flatbed division, because your backing skills would be much more better. That's just coming from experience. That's just me. But for the most part, it's amazing, man. This trucking journey is very amazing. So yeah, that's my updated. I just want to keep you guys informed that I haven't left you guys. I've just been so busy. But I will be tuning up with some more videos on the day to life of a reefer driver, especially with JB Hunt. Because if you guys are considering becoming a truck driver, come to JB Hunt. If you have experience, I recommend come to JB Hunt, because I work with JB Hunt and they treated me great. They're still treating me great. So I don't know if I'm leaving anything out, but for the most part, the checks are great, man. I believe you have to have at least 3 to 6 months experience in order to become a JB Hunt driver. So if you have that, go ahead and apply. Do it. It's worth it. But for the most part, like I said, if you don't have experience and you don't have a license, I recommend you go with Cypress. It's a flatbed company, or you can go with any other company. If you don't have $5,000 to $6,000 laying around, go with a sponsorship company. But if you do, go ahead and get your license, so that way you can apply for any other company jobs. You know, there's plenty of trucking jobs out there that will hire you. So I would suggest you get on it, get your license, start your career, and I tell you, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. Like I say this, that in the past 2 months, it's gonna be 2 months in March 4th, I believe. Yeah, March 4th. So I'll be able to save up 10 grand. I'm just giving you that type of numbers out there that I'll have about 10 grand saved, a little more, by March 4th, saved up. Without even touching, just save up. And with all my other bills is paid, I saved up. So if you guys are considering being a truck driver, do it. Don't let anything stop you. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because most of the time when they tell you otherwise, they're not doing so good themselves. I just want to, be real with you guys. So for the most part, it's great, man. You get to travel. You get paid to travel. Who doesn't like that? Most people, they don't like to travel. They just want to stay home and flip burgers. But that's their prerogative. But if you out here, you want to make that money, you want to see these big checks, I'm telling you, be a truck driver. You don't need no degree. You just need a license and some experience. That's it. All right? So I hope this video has been very informative, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And again, sorry for the delay, for not posting too much. I've been busy. But again, there's going to be some good videos that's going to come out. You're going to be seeing the day-to-life of a reefer driver, especially with Jocky trucking. Okay? Your boy, yours truly. And again, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.